basically regret. Oh, hi, guys.
Oh, hi, Cam.
Oh, hi, Cam.
Oh, what the?
Got a little Starbucks shop with you?
Have your own brew?
Yeah, it's kombucha. So we just watched The Room.
We did.
We did. Well,
Regretted it almost immediately.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
regret it. Well,
I do. I wish I had not watched that movie.
why does he look like Ozzy Osbourne right now?
Hi.
Can I help you?
Yeah, can I have a dozen red roses, please?
Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you.
How would you not know it's him? He doesn't look like anybody else.
How much is it?
It'll be $18.
Go,
Sunglasses.
keep the change. Hi, doggy.
You're my favorite customer.
Hi,
Thanks a
doggy.
lot. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So The Room is an electrifying American black comedy about love, passion, betrayal, and lies. It's what happens in real life. You could be with your loving woman and all of a sudden, boom, she's in bed with your best friend or a family member and raises life's real and most asked questions. Can you ever really trust anyone? Are you ready to see a reflection of your life?
A reflection of my life?
Of your life. That's what it says, Rich. Literally.
Wow, you look so sexy, Lisa.
He's reading straight from the script into the mic.
I would do anything for my girl.
Yeah, he must be. That's like straight up ADR.
Hey guys.
Oh, hi, Danny.
Wow, look at you.
It's from Johnny.
Anything for my princess.
So, what are your guys' thoughts on The Room?
There was a lot in the movie that had nothing to do with the movie, though,
That's true.
if we're being honest.
Yes.
A lot.
Unless we just didn't understand it, which I don't want to, don't want to say that that's not a possibility.
It's very possible.
Because he said that it's not Hollywood cookie cutter. So maybe it just went over our head because it's just too innovative for us. I don't know.
Maybe we just don't understand.
It's very possible. I think Tommy Wiseau, I think he may actually experience the world differently from everybody else.
Well, who's Tommy? Let's cover that. Who is this Tommy
The
guy?
director,
Right.
He's the director. He is
the writer,
He's the writer.
He wrote it, directed
producer.
it, he
the
produced
producer, and
lead role.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
What's up?
I have a problem with Lisa. She said that I hit her. What?
Surprisingly didn't
And
do
he's
the
on the
music, because partway through we definitely thought he did the music too. So that was a
Sounded like it
surprise
could've
to
been.
find out that it wasn't
could've
him.
been.
But all the other major roles was Tommy. Anyways,
what was
T-dubs.
his character's name in the movie?
Johnny.
Very original, yeah. Let's name Johnny, Mark, Mike, Michelle, Lisa, Claudette.
Jenny
And Pete.
and Pete.
And Pete 2.0.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did he even have a name?
No, they never named that guy, and I think your idea of
He
him
may have
replacing
actually
him
have
makes the
been.
most sense. Especially after he said that they replaced the crew 4 times. Maybe some of the cast too. Who knows?
Mark, go.
Gee, Peter, you're clumsy.
All right, that's it. I'm done.
So he funded this whole movie with his own money.
And
I guess I don't know that for a fact,
and
but I
just some
would presume.
stats for everybody. This movie costed $2 million to make.
Wow.
He had $2 million?
Box office returns was $1,000.
That makes me happy. $1,000.
$1,000.
Where did all the money go? What was the money for?
4 different
Four
crews.
different crews.
Yeah, right, yeah, because they kept on quitting. That makes sense.
We replaced the crew 4 times. People tried to temper my project, etc., etc. Again, it's nothing wrong if somebody, for example, quit the job. But if you quit without notice, in my book, it's you know what? It's not right.
Would you change anything about the film? He said.
I would not change many things.
I wouldn't
except
change.
I thought he said he
anything.
would change. Like
No,
he wanted
he said
to
he
redo
wouldn't.
the entire thing and
No,
make
because he said it was based on 800 pages written long ago.
kind of like how George Lucas wrote Star Wars and the movies were based off of the book.
So you're saying that The Room is our generation's Star Wars?
It may be.
I'm sure the critics at the time Star Wars came out maybe didn't appreciate it, like we're not appreciating The Room, you know?
Both movies.
Star
have-
Wars was not cookie cutter Hollywood.
No, it wasn't cookie cutter, and it had an incredible first scene, just like The Room.
It was definitely impactful.
Well, scene 1, I guess it depends on where you call the scene break, because it was he walks into a house with a woman in it. We don't know who anyone is yet, and then he's like, not making eye contact, and he's just kind of shifting around. He looks like Ozzy Osbourne or something, like a rock star.
Yeah.
We don't know who this guy is.
He's wearing
and
a
he's
suit
like,
that's 4 sizes
I
too
have,
big.
yeah, he's like, I have something for you. I have something for you. And she's like trying to get it, and then he like pulls out a leopard print gift or something.
Yes.
And then she opens it, and it just looks like a bunch of fabric, but she instantly loves it.
Yeah.
And then turns out it's a dress, yeah. But then there was the pillow fight, then Danny comes back in. Denny.
Yeah.
And he was even in the scene downstairs.
Yeah.
He just randomly walked in and was like, hey guys.
Danny, we're gonna go upstairs now, so you should leave.
With still zero establishment of who
Who
was
he
who
was
or
or why he's there.
friends of how they were related to or knew each other.
Yeah,
at all.
I definitely, so I thought at the end of that scene that Johnny and Lisa, who I definitely didn't know their names at that point, were married and Denny was their son. That was where I was at.
Yeah.
None of that ended up being true.
Oh no. Don't do it.
Oh no, stop.
He like snuck up and then just instantly jumped in.
Danny, do you have something else to do?
I just like to watch you guys.
Oh, Denny boy.
Danny, two's great, but three's a crowd.
His little laughs at the end of everything.
I get it. You guys want to be alone.
That's the idea.
I couldn't tell his age, but I'm like, maybe he's like 15. He doesn't really understand
I feel
what's
like
happening.
He's supposed to be playing someone that's young,
Like 10.
but you can tell he's like obviously.
Yeah.
Like
Well, they said he
20.
was 18
Yes.
at one point because he's in college or something. He's paying for
Yeah.
tuition.
Yeah.
But at that point, I didn't know that. I just thought he was like their son. So I thought, oh, maybe he doesn't understand. But then when
Yeah.
you find out that he's 18 in college and in love with Lisa, it's like, oh, when he said, I like to watch you, that means he has, right? Because he enjoys it. And that like he knows what he's watching. That's just creepy. I don't know. And then he just pieces out, which was a theme throughout the movie. Was people just entering and piecing out with
Yeah.
little to no reason. One of my favorites
was
was
the
when
gist
they
of it.
both walked in and said all of the stuff that Johnny heard up on the stairs, and then immediately left. They literally walked in to say stuff for Johnny to hear,
Yes.
and then left.
I don't even like him. I had sex with someone else.
You can't be serious.
You don't understand.
He's there? She's just saying stuff like this and he's in the house?
She
You don't want to talk about it. Then why did you bring it up in the first place?
I don't know.
So after 5 years of dating, they're engaged, and in the last month, she gives up. She gets bored, and she goes for the best friend Mark.
And that's essentially the whole movie is that.
You just
like,
never
it
know
didn't
who
really
you can
go
trust.
anywhere. Because at the very beginning of the movie, like the second scene is her sleeping with Mark. And being
Yeah.
like, you should sleep with me. And then he's like, no, no, no. And then just does. Like he says, I'm leaving now, gets up, and then they just walk upstairs.
Why, Lisa? Why, Lisa? Please talk to me, please. You're part of my life. You are everything. I could not go on without you, Lisa.
You're scaring me.
You are lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Why are you so hysterical?
Do you understand life? Do you?
Well, they had to establish that like they're together, and then they had to establish that they're not together.
And then they had to establish that he still thinks they're a thing by having the same footage of the first sex scene again played as a second sex scene, I guess.
I think they probably filmed Lisa and his sex scene first. I feel like that's why he made the project, because he wanted to have like this sex scene with this beautiful girl. So after that, they needed a second sex scene. But after the first one, she's probably like, there's no way I'm gonna do this again. There is absolutely no way.
So I'm organizing a party for Johnny's birthday. Can you come?
They didn't even do sex position. Do you know what that is? Everyone, sex position is when you have exposition, some dialogue that needs to be told to the audience,
Oh, right.
but you spice it up with some sex scenes.
Sounds like a thing HBO is into.
Leaning like this next to each other, and they're talking, and they have to deliver some sort
Yeah.
of line so you understand.
Think of Peter Baelish, Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. Except Tommy Wiseau didn't take notes from HBO.
So they just had a bunch of essentially B-roll of sex scenes for 5 minutes at a time.
Danny, do you have something else to do?
I just like to watch you guys.
Hey, Danny.
Chris R., I've been looking for you.
Where's my money?
Just give me 5 minutes. Just give me 5.
5 minutes? You know what? I haven't got 5 fucking minutes! I'm gonna ask you again, Danny. Where's my money?
There was one scene in the movie where Danny has a problem with a drug dealer of sorts, but Tommy and his best friend Mark come and save him. But then
the drug
Mark
dealer.
or Tommy take the gun, and we never see it again. I'm just saying they only had one prop gun for the entire movie.
That's also definitely true.
Or it's secretly genius, because do you know the theory of Chekhov's gun?
Enlighten us.
Pretty much, if you show a rifle in a movie hanging up on the wall, at some point during the movie, it has to fire. So we saw the gun with the drug dealer, did not fire.
Interesting.
So why show a gun if it's not going to fire? It has to fire. And it fired at the end scene.
There's a gun there?
Why is
Is that the same gun the drug guy did?
Oh,
Take it, put it in his lap.
that's why there was that scene, because they needed him to get a gun somehow.
Do it.
In that box.
Do it. He did it! This is
With
fantastic.
FOMO. Wow. So
All right, so would you throw back or would you throw away the room?
Definitely throw away.
throw away. I would never recommend this to anybody.
I would not recommend it to anybody.
Rutch, throw back or throw away?
I probably would have to throw away.
Even for kicks and giggles, there's better. Like you said, like you
So
could
this
get through
was
it.
a complete mistake.
Okay. No, I don't think it was a mistake. I think it was a mistake to release it. I think it was a huge mistake to re-release it on Blu-ray. I don't think it was a mistake to make.
So would you throw back or throw away?
I would do a throwback.
You would do it.
Yeah.
You did already because you threw it back to us and made us watch
this was your
it.
second viewing.
Yeah, it was. I saw the movie before and I put you guys through it.
And why though?
Because it's so bad.
Well, that's,
Everyone has to see this
I will
movie.
admit, I'm not sure that I've seen a worse movie.
If you want to see a train wreck, watch The Room. It's
And if you're
amazing.
okay with softcore
If there had
porn,
been a train
because
wreck
it's
in
not
the
just
movie,
a
that
train
would've made it
wreck.
much more
It's clearly
interesting.
awesome.
Okay, so we have 3 throwaways, 1 throwback. Apparently this viewing was the throwback. So are you gonna throw away now, or
You're gonna keep
still,
throwing
you're
back.
still gonna like tell people, all right, yeah, you should watch this film because it's great.
Yeah.
You don't need to be in that group, I would say.
I'd definitely say don't be in that group.
Watch the movie. It's amazing. The Room, starring Tommy Wiseau. Stop.
Get out of here!
No!